Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge and Money Masters show, heard and seen live daily at TFNN.com. Of course, you can always catch the show streaming live through eSignal version 12 by going to the apps, pulling down and clicking on the media button. Today is Wednesday, September 17th, and we're going to take a look at Adobe. ADBE is the ticker symbol. They came out with their numbers today. What we want to focus on is the charts. Now, on a daily basis, we're going to look at three different time frames. A daily basis on Adobe's got a nice breakout, nice high volume high out here that has not been tested. That was on the candle session from June the 18th. What you typically like to see is a equity pull back into that breakout area on light volume. That trading session had 11 million shares. Right now it's 11:34. We've been trading for 2 hours, and we already have 4 million shares. So this is beginning to pull back with too much volume. In fact, it is. If we see a close below this candle session right here from August 7th, that's a swing point. That only has volume of 2 million shares. This will set up an A to B equals CD to the downside. You might say, what is that? Markets are always making these lightning bolt patterns. A to B equals C to D. Sometimes it can expand beyond that. So at a minimum, we ought to see Adobe pull back to 66.46 to the 64.52 level. But the way, if volume continues to pick up to the downside today, that starts to bring in some of these other levels, 62.08 as an example. Unfortunately, this is pulling back into a breakout area with too much volume out here. This would be your breakout range that you would be looking for typically inside of Adobe between 66 and 68, but it's pulling back with too much volume. Let's take a look at the weekly chart, see if there's any news for us here on a weekly chart for Adobe. And as we look at the weekly, as this populates for us, let me go. You can see here also I've identified the breakout area. And what I like to use from a breakout, you can see the volume here on a weekly basis. Now, the weekly, things may be okay. You've got 30 million shares to the upside. So far this week, we've got 14 million shares. So long as volume seems to lighten up between the next couple of days, getting back to 66.25, this might just set up a consolidation pattern. We did have a key reversal session right here. That was last week when the high and low of the prior week was exceeded and you had a little bear sash candle. So the bears are out protecting these highs. If we switch over and take a look at a monthly chart out here, the monthly chart is going to show us also that we have a key reversal month, but the month of September is not over. So we have to wait to see what the month of September looks like. If we see a close below this level, what we ought to look at is we ought to go ahead and take a look at a trend line, and that trend line here inside of Adobe, that would suggest that price could pull back quite a ways out here if we take a look at that trend. We'll take things one day at a time. Right now, the key level to be watching inside of Adobe at the end of the week is going to be this breakout level of about $66.25. Expect Adobe to get down there. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. Just simply go to the homepage of TFNN.com, click in www.tfnn.com/Steve, and you can test drive that for the next 30 days. Have a great day.